ice out on the bay, and this morning Aaron Carotta is getting up close and personal with one of those icebreakers, right, Aaron?
Yes, that's right, Vicki, and good morning to you, and welcome aboard to everybody at home. I am down in the Lower Harbor here in Marquette, and on a Coast Guard boat, otherwise known as the Morro Bay, and I like to call it the icebreaker because that's exactly what it's been doing for the past 50 days. As you can see, all these controls, it is a lot of legwork and a lot of people and a lot of hands on deck. And when we come back in the next half hour, I'm actually going to interview the man who's allowing me to stay right here because I did have to get permission to be on this boat. And he's going to give us a tour. So for right now, I'm Aaron Carotta, live in Marquette, TV6 News.
So no matter where you go, somebody has got to break the trail, and when it comes to ice on the Great Lakes, it's the U.S. Coast Guard. This morning, Aaron Carotta is with the Coast Guard telling us about their operations. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, Vicki. And it's not a boat, it's not a plane, it's a ship, and it's a few good men. And one of them is the Lieutenant and Commander-in-Chief. Good to see you.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you for letting me get on the boat, finally.
Absolutely, we're happy to have you on board today.
So we're on board of what's the name of the ship?
The Coast Guard cutter Morro Bay.
And where'd you get Morro Bay from?
All the similar ships of this class are Bay class cutters, and they're named for bays throughout the United States. Morro Bay is a bay in California.
There you go. I knew you had a good answer for everything. So I got basic questions first. Is like we saw you guys running up and down. What's going on basically in the harbor right now?
So the motor vessel K.E. Barker was awaiting an opportunity to come to the pier here at the power plant, and the ice that you have in the harbor here is substantial and was preventing them from getting to the pier there. So we were working on attempting to get them there. They've since changed their plans and gone to another pier, but we're still working on the ice here.
And so you guys have been here longer than expected, right? This is day 50 today when you expect it to be gone by 50?
Yeah, this is day 50 in the northern part of the Great Lakes. We're out of Cleveland, and so we've been away from home for 50 days, but we've just been here in Marquette for 2.
How do you like the Yoopers?
That's great. I've lived in various parts of Michigan, so I'm a big fan of Michigan myself.
I gave you that question. You didn't think I was going, did you? So you guys are going to be leaving today? I mean, and then is it hang around to wait for a little bit more snow, or are you guys going home?
The idea is we'll see what we can flush, what ice we can move out of the way today with the favorable winds that should help load into the lake. And once we're finished with that and finished with fueling today, we're headed out to break into Houghton.
Okay. And what room are we in right now? Can you show us around a little bit?
Yeah, this is the bridge. This is where we stand watch when we're operating, breaking ice. We've got a helmsman who drives from this position here, a conning officer who's directing the helmsman in their actions, giving them rudder commands or giving them a course to steer. And then behind you is the desk where the quartermaster of the watch will stand. He keeps an eye on the charts. He makes sure we're going the right direction and takes care of the plan of the day.
Taking care of the plan of the day means you're the commander-in-chief, right? That's you?
I am the captain.
I am the captain now. That's my favorite line ever, right? But how long does it take to get to your position?
I've been in the Coast Guard for 11 years. I've been the captain here for 2. I worked my way up. I've been stationed in Boston, at Michigan twice. I've been in California and back here. So this is my 4th ship, and I'm finally the captain.
That's awesome. That's a lot of work, and we appreciate what you do. We're going to get on the deck next.
Absolutely.
Of course, we're going to get on the deck, and we're going to use this thing. So when we come back, we're going to figure out how to use this mallet, and I'll probably hit myself on the head. But for right now, I'm Aaron Carotta. Tossing it back to you guys in the studio, live from Marquette, TV6.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, Aaron. And, really and truly, those folks get out there and they do what needs to be done because we all saw that big ship stuck in the ice.
This morning, we're getting an up-close look at the Coast Guard's ice-breaking operations. TV6's Aaron Carotta is in Marquette's Lower Harbor with the commanding officer. Good morning again, Aaron.
Good morning, Andrew. Yeah, we're behind the scenes, and I've got the lieutenant himself with me. Good morning.
Good morning again.
Are we waking up some of the guys?
We are, yeah. We're starting to wake them up.
All right. What time do they normally get up?
It depends on the day, but we've been getting underway around 8 o'clock, so usually 6 or 6:30 start.
I'd say it's an easy sleep in, right?
Not too bad, yeah.
Now, do you guys go through the night when you're breaking ice?
Typically not. It can be fairly violent on the ship, just the rattling and the noise of breaking ice. So typically we'll stop in the evening to give the crew a break.
It smells good in here. I know there's a chef making some food, but should we go outside? I want to learn a little bit more about what's going on out there.
And there's our chef right there.
I got to stop and ask you a question. What do you got going on?
I'm making some homemade quiche right now.
Homemade quiche. Is it?
Yes.
Did you go to culinary school?
We did. We have a 12-week culinary program at Petaluma, California for the Coast Guard.
And so, do you get a lot of requests from the guys, or are you just like, dude, you're not getting that?
I get a lot of requests all the time.
And you have to honor it?
I try to as much as I can. Got to keep the crew happy.
Got to keep the crew happy. Fair enough. All right, man. Thank you. We're going to go outside, guys. What a beautiful morning it is, Lieutenant. So what do we got back here? I mean, this is pretty much like where this ice breaking goes down.
Yep, we're actually at the back of the ship at the moment. The fantail is what we call it. We've got a single screw, and that's what we use to power the ship that drives the ship through the ice. The ice is what actually breaks, or the ship is what actually breaks the ice. We got these ice bunkers. It's not what we use to break the ice outside the skin of the ship, but it is what we use to break the ice on the ship. So sometimes we take some freezing spray, and we got to get the decks clean, get the ice off the deck. So we'll bash it with this thing and get that cleaned right up.
So it's a shame there's not any ice on the table. So how's this ice handling with you guys now? Is this like typical ice that you normally see?
This ice here is not very typical. We've been struggling for sure. Typical ice is more like a plate of glass. This ice is like sand, and so when we go through it, it really just gets out of the way and then moves right in behind us. It's like driving through quicksand, so it makes it really tough to facilitate the movement of shipping right here in Marquette.
How much longer do you guys think you'll be expected to be here?
We're expected to move on to Houghton today, so we'll only be here a bit longer. But with the increase of the winds, you can probably hear that, we should hopefully get some of this ice blown back out into the lake.
I bet you're excited to go home. It's 50 days in now?
I'm sure, yeah. The crew's ready to go back, I'm sure. 50 days is a pretty long time, and Cleveland's a little warmer than it is up in this part of the country.
We got a better team, though.
Right.
Yeah. And based on our teams, you guys got a great team, man, and we really appreciate everything you do. It's breakfast time.
It is breakfast time.
And I'm not gonna hold you up, but thank you for letting us get on this boat, and the best of luck to you guys getting back. For right now, I'm Aaron Carotta in Marquette, live TV6 News.
All right, Aaron, thank you so much. As we continue on this